Yeah, but no, all that I I've watched just I mean, you and I used to watch that shit on the History Channel and stuff all the time. All those, whether it was aliens or whatever. I just, out of every one of the conspiracies, I just can't get on board with ones that can be like can be proven or have been proven or whatever. I can't get on board with like all of the evidence that we have and stuff that is showing space, including one of actually you know
Yeah, well, like
live footage from
uh,
Elon going up in space with his crew.
like a lot of the stuff, like those also all those seven women that went up, all fucking, Katy Perry and all the people with their
They,
pretty little
yeah,
faces all painted up. They went up there, they were up there for no more than 12 minutes for the full entire trip.
yeah, they just
How'd
went
they get
just
up there
out
in
of
12 minutes
orbit.
and back? And so that's another thing I was watching. So they were sitting there and they had the video of it, watching this uncut, and it shows them the capsule's landed, and it's a pressurized deal. The capsule is
Green light.
okay,
Go, go, go.
and they were sitting there. There was two people on the outside waiting for to do the big fucking unveil, and one of the people inside fucking started opening up the door and had it halfway open, and they ran up there, and you could hear him saying it's not time yet.
You've fallen behind.
And they then they made the big deal, and then opened up the door when they said, okay, we're ready.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably
but
for it's probably for the camera shot.
but a lot of the stuff that I
But that shit, I don't, I could easily believe that they didn't actually fucking go up there because they're celebrities and it's all that shit can be hoax galore. I'm just talking about like live footage shots of
yeah,
all
live
the
footage
shit that
shots.
Elon's doing and all the people that have already been up there and then going and
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that they haven't gone to some sort of fucking outer deal, but the the Apollo thing, the conspiracy around that, and they showed the fucking capsule taken off. They showed the landing of it on the moon. Who was fucking filming it when it was being landed on? Who? They were coming down, and there was a camera fucking watching this capsule or whatever, the deal fucking land on the moon. They're going, okay, come on, people. Who was filming this as it was landing? That's
yeah.
saying that somebody had to already be there.
No, I don't care about the
And then they say, like it showed it taking off, and as soon as they took off and they were like basically off the deal, then the camera goes dark, and it's like, okay, if you got a camera on the moon, why wouldn't you just leave it running?
Are we talking
said
about?
they-
Are we talking about the very first moon landing, or are we talking about
Yeah.
like the? Okay, yeah, that one.
Well, I'm talking about Apollo 11, whichever one that was. And then to further that, they oh, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry. Well, while you're thinking of it, let
So
me.
yeah. So it's like, why wouldn't you just leave the camera running? But the whole thing of it is they were saying that what people weren't realizing is there's a fucking delay. So there was supposedly a guy here on Earth controlling that thing that's like 300,000 miles away. He was controlling the camera, getting the shots and everything, and then it was shut off after they took off. It's like, why wouldn't you just leave it on and see what kind of fucking footage you could capture? But they were saying the communication and everything wasn't being taken in consideration when they were basically, when they were doing this and making it look uh, like there was no wait time for anything and all that shit,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to play it.
If it is the first one, what I think Apollo 11 was. I mean, you got to also think of the technology in that time when it comes to like cameras and stuff and storage space and VHSs and stuff like that. Like, there's not a lot of record time that you can get to, you know, especially if it's one camera that's up there. It's not like they can just delete it and get new footage or whatever on the fly.
And that's another thing. You know, they're so protective over everything, but they lost all the fucking footage of the first moon landing.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But what I was gonna say is,
How do you do that?
I don't know what to think either way on the very first moon landing, because I wasn't even alive during that time to like bear witness the technologies and follow it and all that. I mean, shit, I think you were a kid. But what was I gonna say? That's never been my concern. I've always, you know, it could be fake, it could be real. I don't know.
Got to be a concern when you're looking at you, because you have to take.
No, what I'm meaning is, is whether we did or we didn't on that one. I would assume maybe no, just because of the technology for the time. But I'm not, when I'm talking about like flat Earth versus non-flat Earth, I'm talking about today, all the shit that we know today, all the websites that you can go on to watch the live footage of the other planets and the other shit and stuff moving through space and all that. Like, that's all stuff that you can go on and see right now.
So here's another thing, like one of the guys was talking about, and it was, you know, talking about the flat Earth and shit like that. Now, I forget that it takes one day.
God damn, I love your victory.
It takes like,
Hotel Sierra.
I forget how many days for us to actually go around the moon or whatever, however that is. But our rotation is every 24 hours, but the rotation around the moon or whatever is like 10 days or 12 days or some sort of bullshit. So the guy was breaking it down and showing how the fucking deal works, the nighttime and day, and they're like, so why do we come over here and see the same stars over here at night, and then come back over here and you could see basically the same shit on this side? It doesn't make any sense, because you're rotating.
We are rotating. The moon's not rotating. So when it's nighttime,
that's what I'm saying.
So when we rotate the nighttime,
we rotate in a circle, in a 24-hour circle, just the Earth, a 24-hour circle we fucking make, but it takes us. We're still orbiting around the moon, so it takes us forever to get around the moon. So that's what they're saying, is you always see the same stars, and you shouldn't be seeing the same stars all the fucking time. You should be seeing different stuff, but you're not seeing different stuff.
See, that doesn't even make any sense though, because whether or not if the moon's rotating around us, where we are isn't going to, the stars up above and everything aren't going to change. The moon's just a star in and of itself. It rotates around us, and so what you look up and see at the sky, because it says the moon rotates on its axis and revolves around the Earth. It rotates at the same rate.
Tell me this.
It rotates.
Why do you always see the North Star in the fucking north?
Hang on.
When you're rotating, and you're also rotating around the deal. So if you rotate around the moon...
No, the moon rotates around us. The moon rotates... Let me finish reading this. I'm reading it for myself, too. The moon rotates on its axis and revolves around the Earth. It rotates at the same rate as it orbits, resulting in synchronous, whatever rotation. This means that the same side of the moon always faces the Earth, a phenomenon called tidal locking. Rotation. The moon spins on its axis, completing a rotation roughly every 27 Earth days. Orbit. Simultaneously, the moon orbits the Earth, also taking about 27 Earth days to complete one revolution. Because the rotation and orbital periods are the same, the moon always shows same face to Earth. Tidal locking. This phenomenon where the objective... See, the one problem about those things is it's like Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard comes on the scene and is like this magical god for curing math and saying that our math is wrong and has it sounds so fucking smart, so fucking everything, but the shit that he's using and saying about math as it is already, like, to prove his point the other way, is already wrong. He's basing his whole thing off of already wrong information instead of, you know, trying to say this is what math is and this is why it's wrong. He's already talking that it's wrong, and it's from people that aimed at people like me that doesn't even fucking understand 1 + 1. And so I'm like, oh, this sounds so good, this sounds so awesome, this is fucking whatever. And then you get someone that actually knows what the hell they're talking about, with like a mathematician or whatever, and he's like, well, his argument falls apart after the second sentence because he doesn't even base it off of our current math thing, our current curriculum. And then now you don't hear from the guy anymore because he got freaking told out in a matter of 2 seconds. So it's like, when you're watching this stuff, and don't get me wrong, I go down the rabbit hole too, but when you're watching this stuff, once they start talking about like what we know, I immediately stop and look up what they just said, and they're usually not even talking about what we actually know. And so it's like, I don't know, it's hard for me because I've been down the rabbit hole so fucking much.
We're winning. Keep it that way.
Well, you know, it's just like anything, you know, people say, oh, well, the Bible. Well, come on. Who actually wrote the Bible? Think about it. I could have wrote that Bible 600,000 fucking years ago and said this is what it is, and everybody would have went with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Who really wrote the Bible? You know, what's the actual fucking cover-up?
Well, I mean,
there's
there's 600 different people, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's what?
There's like 600 different people. Every dealio is like written by another. What do they call them? Another person that bared witness, and another group of people that bared witness. Whatever, each, not chapter, but fucking, not verse, whatever. But like, that's why the Bible is so huge and written over such a long length of time, because it was from people from Nazareth that were witnessing this, people from here and there, and all their stories though collide together and add up.
Now look at that one guy. What fucking religion is that everybody's fucking, all these the Scientologists?
That was made up in the 70s.
Yeah.
That was
but
in a.
But it's a religion. So what's gonna happen? Fucking, you know, 4,000 years from now, or even 2,000 years from now, they're gonna be like, oh, well, this guy was a god. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, but it's all. I mean, people are doing that now.
Lost.
But see, that's the thing. People are doing that now, and it was a religion that was made in the fucking 70s by L. Ron Hubbard, that literally wrote the religion himself, and it's about him. You're worshiping him. You're not worshiping a god. You're not worshiping anything. You're worshiping him. And people fucking flock to the fact that he is the god, and he was alive and teaching it and everything, and people still fucking
so
Tom Cruise everyone.
Right. But what I'm saying is that later on in life, things are going to get fucking muddied up and whatnot, and people are going to be like thinking, you know, in 2,000, 3,000 years, they're going to be thinking the same thing we are with the Bible that was written 6,000 years ago. So, you know, it's anybody can fucking.
Well, yeah, I
fuck
get
you, dude. Your back was towards me.
I know exactly what you're saying. The only thing about the Bible though that can't be explained is the fact that it's written by like 600 different people, all from different parts of the earth, and shit like that, and it all around, you know, same eras and stuff, and it all aligns together back before people were traveling across sea and all that shit. And so that's the part that fucks a lot of the scholars and the people up, that it's like different sightings, different, you know, stuff, and it all goes together, and it was all written from different parts of the world back before communications and everything. Whether that makes a shit to the person hearing it or not, it's one of those things that still fucks up the people trying to prove and disprove it. And it's the only religion that's done that. All the other religions were like made up by either someone or something, or one person had a prophecy or whatever. But you know, the Bible's the only one that's like 600 different people have testimony and eyewitnesses and stuff, and it all meshes together and makes, you know.
Yeah, but even that's fucking, you know, 600 people. That's what we were. That's what we're told. We don't know anything that's fucking for certain.
Well, you got to remember too, the original like Bible. I mean, it wasn't all written in English. We just flipped it over. I mean, there's when they found the original pieces to it.
Lost in translation, because if you take the Bible's been fucking translated so many different fucking ways by people, you know.
But they have the original like pages of the Bible and stuff in the museum, and from different languages. So yeah, some could have gotten like lost in translation for certain words that, you know, we just don't know or whatever. But it's not like the pages were destroyed and then someone rewrote it, and the pages were destroyed and someone rewrote it. Like, we have a lot of the original shit, and it's been dissected by language experts to make what, you know, we have now.
I find it hard to be 100% on board with that Bible, just because of the fact that there's just, you know, the lost in translation thing, stuff like that.
You know, I've always...
And, you know, if it goes through 10 different languages, because not all languages have the same things. Like in Korean, Master Lee said there's no name for Sean in Korean. And so he had to come up with a different way to write my name on my belt. My belt doesn't actually say Sean William Reed.
Yeah, and that's actually with a lot of languages, because...
And that's what I'm saying.
Because,
so
like...
all over the world, and say fucking 200 different, 300 different countries, and they're all translating this Bible.
But you gotta keep into effect too, that's names, and words usually have a direct correlation to it, but names can literally be made up on the spot.
Oh my God, you're killing me. That's I'm saying my name, but I'm not just saying just that. I'm just
no, I know. I'm just saying.
I know, but you're not open-minded, because all I'm getting from you is just pushback and
that's being open-minded, dude. Because I've watched it. I've watched it all.
You're totally disregarding what I'm saying.
No, don't get mad.
What you're saying is you know, you're defending everything else except for that.
Because
I'm not trying to defend any of them. I'm just fucking stating.
Because
research.
When you have two people in an echo chamber of like, yeah, no, this is totally fake. This is totally fake. This is totally fake. I'm always going to be like, well, on the flip side of that, being open-minded is listening to all of the things, and I mean, you're doing the same thing to me. You're pushing back when I say something that is a direct alternative to it.
Because when I come at you with something and I bring something to the table, you're automatically already pushing back. So I'm going to push back to you because you're already going against.
You got to remember, I've fucking been down these rabbit holes and stuff with you, and I've watched them even before. Like, I got you into a lot of this stuff, and so I've been full circle with this. I've watched everything on both sides of the fence and all that, and so when you say something, my brain triggers to, oh yeah, I seen that, and then I also, you know, seen this, that, and the other. It's just one of those things where I've seen it all. I've been through it all, and I've watched both sides, and so my brain automatically flips to what, oh yeah, I saw that, but also, you know, I saw this, because it's important to understand both sides and not get caught in a, you know, this is what I watch and this is true type thing. I don't believe anything on either side without knowing both sides, and then even then I'm like,
no way to fucking tell, because you're not out there investigating.
And so, like I was gonna say, even then, when I know both sides, I still go, cool, I know both sides and I still don't know.
Established overhead.
I don't believe nothing anybody writes or has written or anything to the absolute T. And when it comes to religion, I believe that there is a being. What?
I can't believe in it. I can't believe that there's a God, because with everything that's fucking going on, and let's say 25% of the population that's fucking doing good, why are they still living in fucking hell if they're living a fucking pure life? Because I believe that this fucking earth is hell.
That's basically what it is.
This is hell.
But that's what the people that's what everybody who like doesn't actually know what the Bible says talks about. That's their argument is, why is everybody, blah 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 if they're a believer. I don't understand how people don't get that this world was. Oh, I finally let go. This world was created by God, and stuff. He made it with free will, free everything, free this, free that. Nothing that we do on Earth is guaranteed to be saved by Him or be whatever. The saving is in the afterlife. The saving is when you die. The good die young saying comes from the people who, oh, he was a believer, he was great, he was awesome, he was this, he was that, got taken because his time on earth was done. I don't need you no more. You've completed all your goals. Now you get everlasting eternity up here or whatever.
See, here's the thing. You can't see, in the Bible it says you cannot see God. You are not to look at God. Oh. You can't look at God, or else, like you would die or whatever. And so there's a certain time that he can come back to Earth and talk to certain people, like I think it was Noah or something like that.
Yeah, that's why he did it through his son.
Here's the thing. Jesus rose from the dead. Where is he?
He was crucified.
He was crucified, but he rose from the dead after he was killed. After he was on the cross, he got put in the tomb. The tomb was rolled, and the big concrete wheel was rolled out of the way, and he was gone, and he supposedly rose from the dead. So where's he at? Why is he not here trying to fight for his people and be like, and if the devil's real, why is he not fighting the devil? You see, because it says in the Bible, he could have killed his brother, but he didn't. He let the evil continue. He let the fucking devil continue his fucking work against us, almost like, hey, let's see who's better between the two of us.
Team deathmatch.
Kind of like you and me going out and saying, hey, I'm better at you at basketball. I'm going to get 10 points before you.
Nice.
To me, that's what it seems like he's doing, because he had the power to take out Lucifer, and he didn't. He punished him and sent him to fucking hell.
Yeah.
So if you had the power, that kind of power to wipe out fucking evil, why would you have not wiped out evil?
Well, the thing is even in the Bible it says that the devil wasn't evil. God, now I forget the scripture, the thing, whatever. But anyways,
he was cast
out.
Anyways, he became the fucking serpent that fucking ended up slithering into the Garden of Eden. Now, how the fuck did he get into the Garden of Eden? If he was cast out from fucking heaven, where's the fucking Garden of Eden?
I mean, it was on Earth. He created Earth, the Garden of Eden. So the thing is Jesus was just used by God as fucking. It's not like it was actually, if you think about it, it's not like it was actually his son that was birthed or whatever. It was through a woman on Earth, and he just brought him here to get people to believe, to get people to believe and understand. And then also, once he got enough people,
why did he take him off the earth? If he rose from the dead, why did he take him back to, say, heaven, and not leave him here to continue his work?
Because the Bible itself says that it's free will and everything. It is up to you to live by the scriptures in the Bible and all that stuff, and up to you to believe and prove yourself to me, not up for him to just show himself all the time, be like, I'm here now, do you guys believe? Okay, cool, now I know everyone's gonna be good. No, it is up to you as a free-willed individual to live your own life and believe and all that, and or not believe.
Yeah, so and this is where, you know, it falls in. If you want me to believe, then give me something. Give me something to believe in. Come down here and fucking do a miraculous fucking miracle. Somebody's fucking dead, and you fucking bring them back in a car accident or something, or somebody.
It happens
fucking,
every day. It happens every day, dude.
That's fucking mankind. Fucking
no, shit happens every day, and he works through us. And that's the thing, like these miraculous things that you see on the TV, where like that one kid that Steve knew, that 4-year-old who got severed at the neck. The only thing, his head was hanging off. It happened here on Highway 99 or whatever. His head was severed off, and his body was hanging on by one vertebrae of his head was hanging on by one vertebrae. He was guaranteed to be paralyzed and everything, and this and that. And they didn't even think that he was going to survive when they got him to the hospital. They sewed him back up, and within fucking 3 months, he's out playing soccer. Like, it was just like one of those bedazzled the fucking doctors. The dude, the 4-year-old had a fucking severed neck, and in 3 months, he's out playing fucking soccer. It's shit like that everybody in the world goes, this person, every expert, everybody, should be clinically dead. 100%. But it wasn't his time. Or people who get shot in the head with like fucking 44 mag revolvers, if they survive, they would be brain dead, and they're like living normal lives now. That's crazy. That's insane.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Fucking bullshit.
What? I never killed him?
That sounds familiar. Feels like that just
That
happened to
was
me.
fucking shit. I was fucking filling him full of bullets before I shot him two times, and then he came back, and I shot him while he was laying down, and he threw a fucking nade and killed him.
Hostile helo incoming on your location.
So how is it I'm hitting him and he can throw a nade, but everybody else that's hitting me, my nade just disappears and doesn't blow up? I never throw it. That's just fucking, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's one of the stupid things. That if you don't throw it before you actually die, it just disappears. But if you get let it off before your guy actually collapses, then it works. And it's just annoying. Once I pull that thing back, it should just launch it as I'm dying, no matter what. Damn you, crazy, for making fun of that fucking guy that went negative.
Why?
Because I'm negative.
Not all of us can do that.
I definitely can't be.
Got another sprig mine.
Motherfucking god damn it.
Dude, I just fucking lay those fuckers out in weird spots where...
That's the best. Oh my...
established overhead.
I don't know how the fuck we won because I suck ass.
Here's the good news.
Good
Well, at
work,
least I
Woods.
wasn't last.
Your squad can do some damage.
I'm trying this one of those things that you do, those throwaway
Target eliminated.
vaporizers or whatever.
Throw away vaporizer.
Those one-time use weed pin things.
Oh,
And
what
it's,
do you mean one-time use?
you said that you sometimes will get the
Oh,
smoker things
oh,
that,
yeah, no, sometimes I get the glass ones, the little tiny ones, and I'll put it on the deal like I have in there now, and then I have the cartridge, which is like basically like a metal silver lighter with flip top ones, you know.
I'm sending you a picture of what I got. These are just one-time use ones where you just buy them and they recharge the stuff, but once they're out, you just throw them away and buy a new one.
Yeah, are they called elevated?
I don't know. It doesn't have a name on it.
No, it doesn't have a name, but if it looks like
It has
this,
an H on it. But this one's called Bomb Pops, and it's almost like the red.
oh yeah, you
red.
got the same one I do.
Yeah.
Oh, do you got the wild berry or the berry one or whatever?
It's called, I don't know. It's called Bomb Pops. He said it's basically
Oh.
like the yeah, that ice cream that you get from the ice cream truck. That's the
Yeah.
red, white, and blue.
I got a wild berry. Oh, dude. Oh, that one is fucking legit. I like the watermelon and the wild berry. The wild berry is really fucking good.
Well, I bought
I've
this.
had some that didn't taste all that great, but
This one tastes pretty good, but I'm just giving it a shot because it's the first time in a long time that I've done anything besides edibles, and I'm just trying to feel something from these. Last night I used it and I took like fucking 1,800 rips off this thing.
and what I don't get is the edibles are supposedly like way better than these because it's processed by your liver.
Yep.
It's like 5 times fucking stronger. So there's something fucking. I was talking to Jay about that
Destroy the enemy.
at work one day. I said he ate these fucking edibles and it fucked him up really super bad. And I said after that he didn't even know they were edibles. He was told they were just
yeah.
fucking-
That happened
I
to
said-
me at work.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I
And
said
it made me
fucked
never
him
want to
up-
do it again.
I said it fucked him up really bad that he thought he was actually gonna fucking die. And
Oh, you're telling the story about me. Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm telling
Oh.
a story about you to Jay, and I said now when he tries to smoke anything, it does absolutely fucking nothing. It does nothing to him. And he said he can. I took like 4 or 5 hits off of the fucking gorilla tape or whatever it was one time, and I said it fucked me up, and he smoked a fucking whole one, and it didn't do anything to him. And I was like, how?
Yeah. Only person
But-
that I've talked to about that was one of the. Well, I looked it up online, but then also I talked to one of the bud tenders or whatever, and he said it's very rare, but he says it is a thing where he says a lot of times when it comes to smoking, if you are a naturally sad or depressed person or just not very jovial, weed, smoking it or whatever will have most likely have benefits to you. If you're a very happy, got a lot of serotonin running through you or whatever, you're always happy, always in a good mood, upbeat, whatever, it can have a lot less effects on you. And it depends on your serotonin levels in your brain. If you have naturally a lot of it, it's not going to have as big of an effect as for someone that
yeah.
doesn't have
See, I
happy
think that-
juice.
I was reading something about that, about the thinking and all that, and they were talking about the serotonin, how people just they don't fucking create enough
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, and that's what causes a lot of people to just kind of always be kind of like one of those people that you look at and go, God, I would hate to be around that person. They're so fucking bland and blah or whatever. It's because they just don't have the happy juices flowing through that makes them at least be like funny or
I started
jovial.
getting mine back and not being as tired. It's been over 3 weeks or whatever. or it'll be 3 weeks. I can't remember. I thought, yeah, but I notice I only drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning. That's it. And I drink no caffeine fucking sodas. And I started actually feeling better.
Yep.
I mean, like a little more energetic, almost like it was having a fucking reverse effect on me.
Well, see, and that's the thing that I forgot who I heard talk to, a podcast I was listening to, but somebody said that nothing is a one size fits all for everybody, and people need to quit thinking that I'm tired so I need caffeine, or I'm tired so I need sugar, or whatever. They said that every single one of those things work differently for each people.
Oh yeah.
Some people that are already highly energetic, highly fucking, I gotta do this, I gotta do that drink coffee, it can put them to sleep. And people who are, like, I guess like me, who are, I stress a lot, but I'm generally high on life when I'm doing the smallest things ever. Like, I don't have to be doing extravagant things to be fucking happy and stuff. And so I'm normally day to day, I'm all right. And besides my stress, and so like the weed has the opposite effect that it would have on someone that is, depressed in the slumps and just wants to fucking, crawl into a hole. For them, it can bring them back to base level where they're actually like enjoying life. But for me, it's like it also puts me to fucking sleep. A lot of people it energizes, but
well, like I was telling you before, I took it because it was like speed, and then somebody told me that's because of your fucking ADHD.
Yep.
Because that's how they can tell when people are, because if they take a certain pill and it has a reverse effect on them, and it makes them all fucking hyper and shit, 'cause that's what it did with me.
Yep.
I would take I would spread it out, but I would take like 6 a day.
Well, you got to think. What are you talking about again?
Hydrocodone.
Okay. Another thing is this just tells you that that's 100% true as well, because Xanax is used for 2 different things. Now get this. It's used to calm people down.
Yeah.
And it's used to give people energy. So, for people that have ADHD, it calms them down. It brings them to base level. It calms them down. People who don't have ADHD, it makes them fucking hyper energized and want to like meth, like wanting to take on the fucking world, wanting to fucking clean this, clean that, whatever.
Yep.
And so that's why there's a lot of addicted Xanax people on both sides of the fence. One's because it's like, man, this calms my ADHD, I'm gonna take more and more of it. And the other ones are like, fuck, I need energy, I feel like a zombie. They take it and they feel like they could take on the world. And so when you have an ADHD medicine that does what you just said, the other medicine does, it's like, all right. I've noticed that too. I feel like, I know I have like, ADHD.
You remember Dylan fucking, oh, how did I fucking get that weapon? Oh. Dylan, they suspected he was ADHD. God damn it! And so they wanted to give him fucking the meds, and he told the doctor, he says, no, you give me the pill, and I will take it and see what it does to me, and that'll tell me whether or not he's going to take it. Well, if you don't have ADHD yourself, I mean. It's going to have, if you're naturally a hyper person on the go, all that type of shit, it's going to have a reverse effect on you.
Yeah, that's actually what's going on with Steve's wife, soon to be I don't know. She doesn't have ADHD, but she's
his wife that he claimed he just was so in love with for all them years and really wanted to marry her, and then he fucks it up.
No, he didn't fuck anything up. She's a fucking bitch. He didn't do anything. She kicked him out. Steve did fucking literally everything for that family. And that's all she talked about, is how much he does and how much she loves him and all this. But she is a fucking She's a psycho, dude. First thing she did when she came in to bring him food after they have been separated, or whatever, she came in to bring him food, you know, because that's just how she is. She brought him food, and the first thing she did when I saw her first, she catches eyes with Steve, and she looks up, she goes, "Go check your fucking dog!" And I'm like, God. Then she looks at me, and she goes, "Hi." And he goes over there, and her dog got into someone's weed or whatever.
Yelling never fucking, it doesn't solve anything.
No. And then
If you fucking approach somebody nicely, that's a whole different ball game.
yeah, no,
you know?
Steve literally looked at me because she turned away and went in there, looked at me and goes, "You see what I'm talking about?"
Perfect execution.
And she'll call him, like, we'll be at work talking, and his phone will ring, and it'll be her, and he'll answer it, and he'll go, "Hey babe, what's up?" And she'll go, "You didn't fucking do it! I told you, fucking goddamn it, fucking boom," and then just hang up on him.
I did shitty, dude.
Yeah, so did I.
0.43, dude. Whenever I'm talking, I
know.
notice if I'm like really into it, I will play good.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if I get into talking about a bunch of stuff, I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm trying to listen to what you say and not fucking zone out under the game.
let's take this next game and let's try to focus on the game and be quiet, and just focus on the game and see if we can do well. I know that puts
Alright,
pressure
look,
on us now.
I gotta take a piss. Be right back.
We have to do good at Skyline. Alright, this match, I'm not talking about heaven being in the ocean and hell being in assholes. We're not talking about shitty relationships. We're talking about positive KDs, butt slaps for good games, and hell yes. Oh, he didn't even hear what I said.
No, I just got back. Sorry, I took my
Oh,
headset off.
I said, we got to play good now because we're on Skyline. So I said, no more talking about heaven's in the ocean and hell's in our assholes. No more talk about failed relationships. And only thing we're talking about is butt slaps for good games and hell yes.
Team
I'm
deathmatch.
sorry, did you say something?
Eliminate the enemy. Take them out.
Do this.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
I was killed by Little Caesars.
Stay back to bed.
Why can't it be a hamster? Oh wait, you said bitch. Never mind. I thought you said fish.
Well.
I don't know why. Oh shit, maybe this stuff is working.
fucking stupid funny. Why can't it be a fish? I'm like, what? Oh, they're coming up to the fucking bar area on the backside. I could see his head, but I wasn't sniping. I was using my gun. I unloaded the whole fucking thing, and after I did, he fucking shot me, and he was still sitting there. He never even fucking moved, fucking asshole. Got you now, bitch. I wish they would make it a lot better where you can like fucking pop up in the fucking bushes and shit.
Yeah.
You know, let you have more areas to fucking run.
The one thing that I love about games like Scum is you have complete freedom that way. Although hiding in the grass isn't as good in that game.
Oh, he
since it
come up
changed
from
it.
behind. Oh, I one-shotted him from up above, and he was looking down, and he fucking still killed me.
Who the fuck?
I one-shotted him with my sniper. I don't.
It's one of the reasons why I don't use snipers, because they annoy me.
Oh, I love my sniper. Oh, behind you.
Practice is over.
I guess if it's a semi-auto snipers, I'm fine. Bolt actions are too inconsistent.
I will never use a bolt action. They're fucking stupid.
Like I love them, but it's like if you hit that first shot and it doesn't kill them, you're
I don't
fucked.
care if you are a fucking friendly. Don't run in front of my bullet, you fucking dickbag. I made it back in time to see my body still laying. You fucking puppet head, I fucking killed you. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh, I hate it when they fucking just pop up in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Like
we've lost the
peekaboo,
lead.
bitch.
Your fucking mind was destructed. Oh, there comes that fucking goddamn ponytail fucking fathead bitch.
Thermal incoming.
Yeah, I got you with my fucking annihilator
Hostile
bomb.
UAV established overhead. Enemy UAV inbound.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Oh, fuck. I jumped up on the wall and he was standing right there.
Enemy CUAV inbound.
Zone counter UAV.
Oh, fuck me running.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Oh my god. Dude, I thought I was really fucking doing good, but I'm not.
Hostiles using beacon.
I was, and I started playing like shit.
What the fuck's going on out there? Tighten up and show some spine.
Oof.
Net call. Enemy watchdog helo inbound. All operated to your nearest CCP.
I suck
Got our
ass.
asses
Pull back.
handed to
The
us.
battle is over. We've lost.
I had like over 3 KD. I was fucking destroying motherfuckers, and then I just died.
Semtex front.
Dude, I slept like shit. I mean, I guess I slept for a couple hours okay. Then I got up and let the dog out. And then I fell asleep for like an hour and a half. And I woke up and I'm like, fucking, it's 4 o'clock. God dang it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I took another fucking big old hit. And then I just laid there and I fell asleep. Because I woke up just bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And then I'm like, fuck this. And then I took that big old hit and I went back to sleep and I woke up at 6:30 and crawled out of bed about 6:45. Dude, never again. I think next time I get up at 4 o'clock, I'm just going to get up. I'm going to make me some breakfast, make me a cup of coffee, do a little bit on the fucking deal, and then I'm going to go to work.
Yep.
Because it's just, I tried that a couple times, and one time I was actually at work at like 6:05 in the morning. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just getting up going to work. So that's what I did, and I felt fucking good, and I put in like a 11-hour day or whatever, and then came home, and I don't know, there for a while, I wasn't fucking playing anything, dude. I was like, I'm tired, and I'd go in, lay down about 8:30 and fucking watch TV, and the next thing I know, I was waking up at like fucking 12:30, 1 o'clock to let the dog out.
Do classified. Yeah, I hold to that. I think that hold on. I think that if you're feeling a certain way, like you really just want to, go lay down, or you have a tired feeling, to just go with it. Even I'm starting to do that, because normally I would be like, no, it's too fucking early. I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to go to bed this early. I don't want to waste my night, whatever.
Because you have a routine. You go out fucking after work and sometimes
yeah,
do your thing.
But it's like I've there for a while, like that one time that I wasn't getting on very much at all. When I took that break from Scum, I was just listening to myself, my body, whatever. And if I was like, I really don't feel like playing a game, then I didn't. I just didn't. And I didn't even try to bully myself into being like, oh, just go play. That's your thing. That's what you do. Go play. I was just like, nope.
Team deathmatch.
I sometimes
Clear your name,
if I get
this
on
is where it happens.
and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play a game, and if I play fucking just absolutely horrible, and if it's right in the middle of it, I'll just fucking shut it off, and I won't play another one.
Yep, and you gotta
We got the lead.
do that.
Now
You gotta
hold
just
it.
listen to yourself, hard as it can be sometimes. Fuck you, Johnny Blaze.
Oh, you're over on my side.
Does John even stream anymore?
Who?
John Blaze?
Oh, I've seen him once or twice, but
I know he was streaming like sports games and shit, but I just haven't
I've
seen
seen him on
on
there a couple times. Yeah, he was streaming, wasn't streaming Scum. I think a lot of people are just fucking. I get it now. I really do. I get it now. Like, wait, because I've thought about firing it up just, for like 5 or 10 minutes to see what it's,
It's tough to go back.
It is really tough to go back, because then you're wanting your friends to go back and you want to play.
Yep, and then and
nobody else comes back and you're like, fuck it.
see, for me, it's like when I because I have booted up a couple times and I have ran around and tried to like, okay, I'm gonna walk down this little area. But for me, it was like I would get on there and I would look, and it'd be an hour gone by, and I still hadn't even made it to where I was going. And I'm like, fuck, man, like, the time sink that this game requires. I used to love it, but now it's like, I don't know. It's hard to feel any sort of progression when you don't have a lot of time to play. Game is definitely meant to be played with a group of people. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, if you get a group of people shuffling through, but you know, like it sucks sometimes because you know you have to fucking pay that penalty fee, you know, of having too many people on your team, so you can't have like 10 people on there and then if somebody plays, they play, you know.
Yeah, I think the penalty thing is too. I think it should just be like, just limit the amount of people you can have on a team. Like, I don't know, make it 4 or 6 or whatever, but don't. Or like, once you get past 6 people on a team, and you get that 7th or that 8th, then the penalty comes into effect or something. But like, I don't know, this sucks.
Avenger 1-6, establish above. On time and on target.
It's like they're trying to make it to where the game's meant to be played solo, and it doesn't make it too fun.
Oh, fuck.
We're taking fire.
I didn't know fucking that guy made it up there that fast. Oh, that's our fucking.
That's mine.
I was fucking shooting it.
Hey.
I didn't know whose it was.
What's up, Executive Puma? Fuck you.
I paid him back. I got them both. God dang, man.
Fuck me.
Oh, I ran out of bullets.
Right now I'm working on getting gold for every single
Hostile UAV established
class,
overhead.
and then I'll
Working on getting a 1 point KD and holding it.
focus on getting mastery for just. I probably won't get masteries for all of them, just the guns I enjoy using, or however that works. I don't know. I don't even know
Oh, what the fuck? How did
if you have to get it for all of them or what.
Enemy grenade. Enemy scout post detected.
Right now I have gold, all gold for
Enemy UAV
shotguns,
inbound.
alt rifles. I'm working on this SMG and another one. Then I'll work on marksman, snipers.
Neutralize hostile trophy system.
You fuck face.
Hostile scout pulse in your AO.
I love dying just to die.
You buddy.
Hostile UAV established
Doesn't it
overhead.
make you feel alive?
Who shot me?
We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over. Enemy UAV inbound.
Oh, you lost steam?
That's right, you shithead.
Alright.
The CIA
Got my
nothing
shit.
without
I'm gonna go
us.
to bed.
Your squad
Alright.
can do some damage.
Start to mellow out a little bit. Oh,
Hey, you played good though.
Free mine spotted.
that's all right. It's
Positive.
start. You see the difference when we're fucking talking.
Oh, I know.
Like, I mean, talking's fine, but
Boom.
if we're
Bye-bye.
just casually talking, not talking about fucking heavy shit, then it's different.
Yeah.
But you know, casual talk is, you know,
Sometimes for me, if I just get to talking in general though, like,
Yeah.
and I'm just running on, talking, making my point, making my story or whatever, I find myself just like, fuck, I've died like 10 times in a row and haven't
Yep.
even gotten mad or anything because I haven't even really been paying attention.
no, that's what was happening to me. And then I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I looked at my deal and I'm like, oh, I gotta stop talking. But I mean, like, I can talk, but like, when we get into talking like some of that other shit, you know, it's like, to me, then I really got to start thinking, you know. But
Yeah.
casual talking's totally different than fucking talking about that shit because
Yeah, those
you're exploring a
conversations.
territory that, you know, you're just getting information off the fucking internet. you
Yeah,
know?
those type of conversations have to be done like not playing the game. When
Yeah.
when you could sit here and just be calm, cool, and collected, and just make your points.
Because you
talk.
get irritated when you play a fucking game.
Yeah, because
not
you're-
not you, just
Yeah, because you're,
everybody in general. Because you start getting worked up because somebody says something, you're like,
and then you play worse, do bad. You're trying to do too many things at once.
oh yeah, and the irritation intensifies because you're like,
Yeah.
God damn it, I fucking what did you say?
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
it's all good. That's, you know, I get really worked up, and that's why I always hated even talking about like politics and shit like that, you know, because even with family, I get fucking worked up,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
'cause it's like, you never know what the fucking truth is out there.
No.
You know what I
don't.
mean?
And we never
you
will.
and I were born into a lot of shit that was already going on, you know, along with everybody else. So now in another, you know, if the world lasted another 1,000 or 2,000 years, you're going to have those people looking back, and they're going to be saying the same thing about religion. But of course, one was written fucking, you know, 6,000-7,000 years ago, so it's older than this one. But you know, one of the things that got me was like with the Vikings when they said gods. You know, it's like, okay, well, maybe there are gods because, you know.
Well, did you know?
Wasn't Jesus kind of like God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost? I mean,
Yeah. Well, did you know that paganism is considered the original Christianity? Like, it's not, you can't use the same name in it, but before Christianity and before Jesus and all that, paganism was the entire like freaking world's religion in a sense. The gods, Loki, all that, but it's a religion that doesn't have any actual scriptures or anything like that. It's literally word of mouth, talked about, passed down through the Vikings, through this, that, because the Vikings couldn't read or write, really. Very few
Right.
of them could. And all that stuff. It's a religion that was, it's all word of mouth, but like it was huge. And Christianity came in, and like the kings in the Vikings that you see,
Yeah.
and they converted to Christianity and are trying to push that. Before Christianity, they were pagans too, but yet they
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
around and call the Vikings, now, pagan scum and stuff, because they saw the error in their beliefs and went with Christianity, and so now they have
Right,
to rid
so-
the world of pagan scum.
That's one thing that I didn't get was they kept calling them fucking pagans and all all the shit.
It's
It's like
religion.
and that that one that one king I forget his name that
Alfred.
had a huh
Alfred.
is that him, the one that has a ties with fucking Ragnar?
Yeah, the
They
one
were really close, yeah.
yeah. That's Alfred, and in Last Kingdom, that's Alfred as well. It's just told from the Saxons version versus the Vikings version.
Oh,
But both of them,
Yeah.
when you hear Alfred, they're the same king.
yeah, and even him, he oh fucking Ragnar, he was like when they were sitting there talking about it and they were drunk, he was like, "What if there is no God?" And he's like, Alfred's like, "There has to be, or there'd be no law and order." So that's what that's what makes me think, all these people are like, "Ooh, that's good. Oh, I want to live like that. I don't want to live like those guys."
Oh yeah. Well,
So they just automatically start following.
well, that's that's
know.
one of the reasons why the Bible is considered the law of the land, because it's one thing whether here's my thing, whether you believe or not, whether you believe in afterlife a lot or not, whether you believe in anything, like when you look at all countries who use the Bible as the law of the land, they are either one of the most prosperous, safest, most they're not third world countries, they're not fucking whatever, they're doing well for themselves because they base their laws, their morals, or whatever off of the Bible and
Right.
the law of the land. So it's like, my thing with it is you got people like that are addicts and stuff and in rehab and all that stuff, that countless stories where they may not actually fully believe in like spirits and this and that, but they use the Bible as the forefront of that rehabilitation, whatever. And every single person that has rehabilitated whatever and kicked their deal are contributed to the teachings of the Bible and wanting to live their life by the teachings in the Bible, and by doing so they can't do drugs, they can't do this because they don't want to fuck up their chances and this and that. So it has its good, but the problem is back in the days when we were conquering for land and trying to get land or whatever, it was always used as like, if we got to do God's work, we got to rid the world of all these pagans or rid the world of all of this or that. And so people took it and used it for, basically, in my view, using it in vain.
Yeah.
Like getting people to be like, if you're a Christian, we got to unite and we got to destroy these people, whatever.
Yeah.
And
which I didn't get, because it's like, why don't you try to fucking
unite.
be friends with them, and then get them transformed into a way of your thinking and all that other shit. It's like, but no, it was like, but I understand, because the Vikings fucking came abroad and just started fucking toasting
Oh, yeah.
people. So I
But see, then there's the other thing.
You gotta go potty?
All right, Executive
Hold on.
Puma, take care, man. And yeah, I feel you. I just played another game that for years, and it was the only game that I played, and I got myself burnt out on it.
TACOM, launching UAV.
But thanks for stopping by, and catch you later.
Oh fuck! I thought you were fucking. I forgot you were.
Yeah. Another thing that I that is one thing to think about. Is like, which religions and stuff became popular and stuff were ones that were written down that people could see, touch, read, feel, whatever. And you got to think, back in the days, like, I mean, not even that long ago, but we're talking like Viking era and stuff, there wasn't technology, there wasn't this, nobody fucking knew shit besides you were born, you grow up, you fight, you kill, you hunt, whatever. That's all they knew, and you survive. And so whenever a religion or something was they were shown to them, you got to think that's like us going to a cinema for the first time and watching Star Wars or whatever. You're like, this is the first movie I've seen. This is fucking amazing. What is this? This is sorcery. And so that the religion, you know, back then spread like wildfire because all you had was stories that are passed down from generation to generations. You don't have movies, you don't have anything. And so when you hear something like this, see something like this, touch, feel, whatever, it was like impossible not to believe, right? Impossible. Nowadays, we have so much information, so much shit at our fingertips, which again, the Bible does state that we're kind of in a scenario where the world starts falling apart once you have all the information at your fingertips and you can fucking find out anything you want at any time and disprove anything you want at any time. Is when, think about this was said a long time ago, when you have all the answers but you still can't believe anything that you're reading, you know you're in trouble. And that's not the exact quote, but that's that's exactly what's happening, because and I'm not even talking like religion or flat earth or anything. I'm talking about literally anything. When I watch shit on finance, when I watch shit on whatever, like for example, I watch something on the stock market and I watch this person talk about how, you know, stock market's going up, it's rip roaring, here's all the data from blah blah blah, and we're ready for another fucking da da da. Then you literally click on the next video from another scholar of the fucking finance world that says that we're headed down for a fucking, you know, and we're all fucked and everyone's gonna lose their ass and this and that. And you're sitting there going, you're both experts. I have the ability to go listen to any expert I want, and they all go back, they all like are on one side or the other. So again, I still don't have any fucking answers.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because I read, I was reading my news feed today. It's fuck, I can't remember the name of the fuck. Anyways, it's an app that I have. You can get Springfield News, all that shit, you know.
Right.
But anyways, on there, on like the national news or whatever, it says the Dow is up and all that.
Right.
You know, we're looking real good. And then I read another one that says the fucking market's crashing. I'm like,
yeah,
God
yeah, I know, and it's like that for literally everything. It's so fucking, it's like analysis paralysis of the fact that you can go search up any topic right now that pops in your head, anything. It could be cats mating, it could be whatever the fuck you want, and you're gonna find 100 videos, 50 of which tell the complete opposite story of what the other 50 do. And they're all experts in the field. And it's like, I don't know if you ever seen that video I sent you a couple of times. I know we sent a lot of videos, but I sent you a video that was a guy listening to a video on his phone. He's sitting there staring at his phone, and he's getting ready to like eat a banana, and the video that he's watching says, did you know the bananas increase your chance of developing cancer cells 50 to 1? And he stares at the banana and he puts it down and he grabs like some grapes, and the phone says, did you know that grapes cause your balls to shrivel up? And like it's all real shit though that has been talked about, but every time he picks it up, it has something to say against it, and something good and something bad. And then he goes at the end, it's like the title just says, screw it, I'm just gonna live off of water. And it grabs water, and then it goes, did you know that water? And he just throws his fucking phone and throws the water and just fucking.
Well, that's like Tony, when him and those guys, when they were over off of 18th and Eugene, they had their tattoo shop over there. He fucking they walked across the store, and they all had iPhones, you know. And well, little did they know, the fucking iPhone was listening to them. They were in there talking about recipes and all this other shit, and they're like, oh yeah, I would like to make that, blah blah, and then they pay for their shit, you know. They fucking walk out, and they're walking back across the street, and he said as soon as he walked in the door, he got a fucking text from an unknown for a recipe.
Yep.
for what they were talking about. And he goes, "What the hell?" Well, that happened to. There was something that your mom and I was doing. We was at Albertsons, and we were in there talking about something. Then all of a sudden, something popped up on the phone, and I'm like, "Wait a minute! Weren't we just talking about that a few minutes ago in the store at the checkout line?" She goes, "Yeah," and I go, "It's kind of weird that it's popping up on your fucking phone."
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because that you said this because over Stephanie's weekend we were talking about
Dude, that's
oh,
made. Everything comes from fucking China. They make our fucking phones, dude.
oh, I know. I was just talking about this. This just happened to me and Stephanie. We were watching TV, and then we were talking about. I said, "Oh," we were talking about Owen's mom because it's Leonard's stepdaughter, and I said, "So Owen's mom, she goes by Leah or something like that." And when I went out there and I said, your stepdaughter's name's Leah, right?" And he goes, "That's what she goes by, but her mom, it's his stepdaughter." He said her name's Lemur, like the fucking animal. Lemur, like the animal or whatever. And I was like, oh, and I was like, that's crazy. So when I was sitting there talking with Stephanie, Stephanie went to search her up or whatever, and couldn't find her or whatever. And she gets up and goes to the kitchen or whatever, and I open my phone and I pull up Facebook, and right there in the people you may know is a picture of her. And I went, "This is fucking her." And I left my phone alone. I didn't click on it. I did nothing. I walked into the kitchen and I said, "Look, people you may know, that's her." And she goes, "Yeah, that's what." She goes, "That's what the phone listens to you. We all knew that." And then her friends at work, all of the people at her work, and I've been hearing about this online. They don't use like Google or Microsoft anymore. They switched to this thing. It's called like DuckDuckGo browser, and it's a completely like you're using a VPN type browser. And so it masks and hides everything. So if you delete Google, you delete all that shit from your phone, and you just have DuckDuckGo, and you use that to surf the web, it doesn't store any cache. It doesn't store any cookies. It doesn't store anything. So there's no way for it to feed you stuff that you've just talked about and stuff like that, because it doesn't keep any footprint of your of what you're doing.
So have you looked up to see what a lemur looks like?
Yeah.
Fucking bulgy-eyed little fuck. And there it's right here. It says how changes in lemurs' brains made some mean girls nice. If there was a contest for the biggest female bullies in the animal world, lemurs are the ones. So why would you want to fucking name your daughter Lemur? Are you saying she's a fucking goddamn bulgy-eyed fucking beaked-looking fucking bully?
Yeah, and I wish I could say, well, probably, but nope. She's one of those as Stephanie said, one of those women that walk by and even the straight women go, "Damn."
Oh. All right.
Stephanie's the first to freaking. We'll be driving and she'll be like, she'll see another woman. She'll be like, "She's got nice boobs. She's got really nice boobs."
Oh my god.
All right.
That's hilarious. All right.
Love
Have
it.
a good night. Love you.
All right, guys. Hold it. Y'all had getting that. I know me and Crazy get on tangents about weird shit, but hey, man, we go on our off time and relax time. We like to escape down the rabbit holes of weirdness. Speaking of Antarctica and ice walls, look at, oh, you guys can't see my fucking screen. This is my screensaver. It randomly changed.